A recent press release confirms that magistrates are going to be given increased sentencing powers, double in fact, meaning that they will be able to sentence defendants for 12 months for a given offence. Given that there are now more than 60,000 criminal cases in the backlog waiting to be heard, the press release suggests that this will free up around 2,000 court days in the Crown Court each year. Many people, I can imagine, will be quite concerned by this news because, remember, magistrates are not required to be legally qualified. Whilst they do receive training, the vast majority of magistrates are not legally qualified. So the first natural question people might ask is whether or not they have a right to elect trial by jury. Now, you don't always have a right to elect trial by jury, because if it is a summary-only offence, then you can only be tried in the Magistrates' Court. However, for either way offences, which is the type of offence that is going to apply for the increased sentencing powers for magistrates, these can be tried either in the Magistrates' Court or in the Crown Court with a jury. And when talking to clients about the difference and the choice between the two, the Magistrates' Court is very often very much quicker than going to the Crown Court, but statistically, they are more likely to be convicted in the Magistrates' Court. However, in a case where the Magistrates' Court do not think that the sentencing powers are sufficient, the case will be sent forthwith to the Crown Court for trial. Or in a case where it has been tried at the Magistrates' Court, but the sentence that the magistrates want to pass is greater than their powers allow, it can then be sent to the Crown Court for sentence only. So in my view, I think there's a very real question as to whether or not this increase in the sentencing powers for magistrates is simply going to make more defendants elect Crown Court trial because it will be heard by a jury. It may also increase the number of appeals to the Crown Court because if someone is convicted in the Magistrates' Court after pleading not guilty, they can appeal this decision to the Crown Court. Alternatively, they can simply appeal the sentence. So I think it remains to be seen as to how many people actually elect Crown Court trial because of the increased sentencing powers, or whether the number of appeals to the Crown Court goes up as a result of these new powers. So let me know what you think in the comments. If you were facing a trial, would you prefer to elect Crown Court trial than be tried by an unqualified magistrate with increased sentencing powers? I'd be interested to read your thoughts, and please remember to subscribe, and thank you for watching.